Comparatives and superlatives. These are the degrees which would be defining that how a person or a thing has to be categorized. For example, among these three, suppose if they are running, so the speed of the person here is showing that the blue one is reaching towards the target fastest. He is the fastest one. So his speed, to define his speed, we can say that blue one is the fastest runner. But if we are comparing yellow and red, we can say that red is faster than the yellow one, and yellow one is also running fast. So here blue one is fastest, red is faster, and yellow is fast to reach towards its target. Now let's discuss how to compare. There are certain rules for doing so. One is the simplest one, by adding er or est with the adjective, where it will be explaining its purpose, the degree, the intensity of that adjective, by putting er or est with that. So older is comparative and oldest is superlative. In the same manner, tall and taller is comparative, tallest is superlative. But here in the third example, we come to know that worse and worst, these are two which are used very differently than the previous ones. Here we can see that the degree of that bad stuff is shown, that the intensity, maximum intensity, when we have to show, that is where worst would be used. But if we have to compare among the two, then we can say one is worse and the other is bad. So this is how the irregular one would be going. For that you have to do some practice, and for that you have to remember the stuff as well. You cannot put er or est all the time. Now look at the third one. This is also having a different pattern of doing comparative and superlative. That is when you are using more or most with the adjective beautiful. So for telling that a flower, that among flowers, a bunch of flowers, one flower is most beautiful, so it is telling its intensity, the beauty of it is more than any other one. So for that, most beautiful would be used, and more beautiful would be among two flowers, that one is beautiful and the other is more beautiful. So more beautiful would be comparative and most beautiful would be superlative of it. Similarly, if we have to compare two books, so we can use it like this, that one book is my favorite, but the second one, Othello, is more favorite than Hamlet. So this is where you are making a comparison. So that is a comparative degree, more favorite. And the third one is when among all, one book which is grabbing your, or is able to take your attention, that is your most favorite book. So you can tell the intensity of the favorite stuff is here, that has Macbeth is able to catch it. So most favorite is the superlative degree of it. Similarly, if we have to compare places, so here we can say that Nathiagali is serene and I love to visit. So this is how Nathiagali has grabbed your attention, and serene is the adjective for doing it. But for making it a comparative one, we have to use it like this when we are making comparison between Kagan and Nathiagali. So you can say Kagan is serener, so that is by adding er with that, serener. And this is a comparative degree. Kagan is serener than Natyagali, but traveling is more. However, you would see that one favorite place which is able to grab your utmost attention, that is Naltar. So you may use it like that, that Naltar is serenest and I went there twice. So this is how you are able to compare it. And this is all about comparatives and superlatives. I would suggest you to carry on with your practice and research and search to see that how they are used in different pieces of writing. All the best.